Welcome to the Manifest Your Masterpiece podcast. My name is Farah Fisher, and I am a manifestation expert, mindset educator, and lifelong creator. If you're looking to massively uplevel your life, relationships, finances, and success, you're in the right spot. I'm on a mission to serve up fresh, hot tools, resources, strategies, concepts, and stories to guide you towards the life you've always dreamed of but never thought was possible. This podcast is your weekly mindset development toolkit to help you maximize your power to live your life by design. It's time to unleash the creator within by tapping into your truly infinite potential. Thank you so much for pressing play, and now let's begin. Welcome back, creators. So this week, I'm going to be talking about a concept that really brought me to the next level in understanding my truth of abundance. We all want abundance, but in order to achieve more of it in our lives, we have to have a greater understanding of what exactly this word means to us, because everybody has a different belief about this word, and we have to really understand what it means to us in order to have more of it. So when I think of abundance, I think of plentiful resources. These resources could be physical, emotional, spiritual, or mental. And when you have an abundance of your desire, it only fuels more abundance, which is the greatest part of it all. Before I go into that, though, I want to talk about lack mindset. I believe that lack mindset is the opposite of abundance mindset. So many of us as humans have grown up with this concept that there isn't enough money, food, water, and so on. By practicing this belief, we have installed it into our brains as the truth. And this can be a little bit dangerous. A lot of our beliefs that we take into adulthood are actually embedded into our subconscious mind by the age of 7 years old. Some of these beliefs can be really challenging for us to live with, especially if we don't know how we got them. I myself was challenged with lack mindset as a child. One of my parents was heavily addicted to drugs and alcohol and spent most of our money on these things. My sober parent had 5 children at the time and was raising all of us on their own. So I learned at a very young age that we can't have that, and I don't have enough money for that. Well, a lot changed when I turned 14. This is when I started to understand abundance on a whole new level. Like, this was a spiritual level that I had never even reached at all before. I couldn't put it into words and true understanding until I was in my early 20s. But when I was 14, I was going through a breakup. I think the kid and I were only dating for 3 months. But because my father was really absent in my previous years, I was really attached to the attention of a male. Anyway, I claimed to love this person, and when he broke up with me, it felt like my entire world shattered. I was abandoned by the only male figure in my life, again. I felt so hopeless and unloved. I sat there sobbing, trying to pull myself together through the tears, but each breath felt like a poor attempt at living. I had the urge to go outside, though, almost out of nowhere. It was like this voice in my head told me to go outside that wasn't my own. It was summer, so it was a really beautiful day in the Northeast, and I sat outside and cried some more. But at least I was under the sun, in the grass, and breathing some fresh air. So I was sobbing my eyes out, and through my tears, I heard the same voice speak in my head again, and it said, "Repeat, beauty comes from pain," 22 times. I was kind of confused because I was taking directions from an unknown voice, and I had no idea exactly what was happening, but I did it, and after the 22nd time, I ended up laughing out of my tears because I was overcome with this immense caring and soft. I looked around me to see that the trees were giving me fresh air to breathe and shade if I needed it. I noticed the grass was like softer and greener, and the breeze caressed my skin in such a soft and caring way, and the sun warmed my body like a hug, and I just felt so loved and taken care of. I felt so infinite in nature. I knew at that point that the earth is always giving to her children and always loving her children unconditionally. Later in my 20s, I started to learn about the word abundance in relation to the law of attraction. As I started learning more about it, I realized that abundance is very real in the way that I thought it wasn't, ever. My proof was the earth. I mean, look at the air. There is enough air for all of Earth's inhabitants to breathe, and more of it is being created. Look at all that water. It is always recycling, moving, transferring, and being shared. Look at all of the land. There is more land on this planet than we have even discovered. But look at the sun, though. I love the sun. I grew up in Florida, so the sun was a huge part of my life. The sun stays burning and strong each day, giving warmth and energy to everything around it. It has never, ever failed us as humans. Nature is abundant. The only reason that humans have limits is because we have created them. Humans have created limits, rules, theories, and opinions that can be very harmful to our understanding of abundance. Ironically, though, all of the limits were set with good intention, but poor outcome. Once I began to understand that there are trillions of dollars on this planet and more money is being made every day, I thought about this resource like I think about the Earth's elements. It doesn't stop. And there's enough to share. There is enough for me. There is well over enough for me, and I will receive it. The nature of abundance is prevalent in our everyday lives. It is the limitations we give ourselves that induce the suffering and exhaustion and keeps us disconnected from our inner truths of abundance. If we could understand that abundance is real in our desire, then there would be no doubt. There would be no strife. There would be no suffering because we trust that this abundance will deliver, just like we trust the sun. Recently, I've been living in an abundant mindset. I would say for the last few years, I've been heavily implementing my abundance mindset on my everyday affairs. For example, if I find a penny on the ground, I celebrate it like I found $100. I flow through my life knowing that the raises, wage increases, and the financial opportunities are there for me. I know it. I live knowing it. I live knowing that the sun is shining. My abundance mindset isn't just focused on money either. It's focused on abundant love, abundance of divine connection, abundance of self-understanding. It's focused on abundant, meaningful relationships, food, abundant, rich experiences. Living in abundance is a fully rounded experience. There isn't just one way to feel abundant, and that's the best part. I think part of having an abundance mindset is implementing gratitude. If you can't have gratitude or appreciation, you cannot see the abundance or feel the abundance. The two go hand in hand. With my abundance mindset, I have attracted into my life amazing things, such as wage increases, opportunities for money, better understanding and deeper love in my relationships, better jobs, new friendships, my own art shows, free things, like just so much. It's amazing, really. I've prayed in gratitude many times for these things, and I continue to receive signs that more is coming my way. And I wouldn't want to live any other way. Now, I cannot unsee and unfeel the abundance that I know that is the truth. And it is the best feeling. And honestly, my mission is to help others find and reconnect with their abundant truths of their inner being, because, oh my God, it will change your life like you don't even know. It's just so, so good. And everybody will find out in a different way. But for those of you who like me and can really understand my message and resonate with it, like, thank you so much. I hope that you are finding your abundance on an everyday basis. It's a challenge. It can be really hard sometimes. Sometimes our limitations and our egos and the things that we were programmed with can blind us. But you know your truth, and you can't deny it because it screams, it yells, it's happy, it laughs, it's real, and it feels good, and that is your truth. Everyone learns their lesson in a different way, and I was so thankful to connect with the earth that day of my breakup. Like, thank you, kid, for breaking my heart. That was one of the best things you ever did for me. I thank the earth for teaching me these valuable lessons of love and abundance that I continue to explore and connect with. Even though I live in New York City, I still remember that I'm a part of the earth. My blood is from the ocean. My breath is from the mighty winds. My body is from the dense earth, and my passion is from the sun. I hold so much gratitude for nature's lessons because I'm a part of nature. If you live near or around nature, I recommend forest bathing if you have never tried it or heard of it. And even if you have, like, go out and do it as soon as you can. It's incredibly healing, and it's what has helped me develop my spirituality. On top of that, it has so many psychological and physical benefits. I'll link up something in the show notes for you to reference to and kind of read about. Listen to your inner being. When it knows that something is right, it feels good. When it knows something is wrong, it feels wrong. How do you feel when you say, I am a person of abundance? Just say it. Just say it really quick. Okay. Now try, I am a person of limitations. That doesn't feel good, does it? You probably don't even want to say it. It's because your higher self has a bullshit detector and is telling you that this is not right. Your higher self lives in abundance and wants you to know the truth of your abundance. You are an abundant being, and there are abundant outer and inner resources for you to tap into at any moment. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. This is such an important topic because this mindset has helped me to change my entire life and live it through gratitude and believing that abundance is inevitable, because it is. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast and follow me on Instagram at Manifest Your Masterpiece for more manifesting tools. And until next time, creators, stay true to yourself, honor your abundance, honor your emotions, check your beliefs, and go forward with light. Can't wait to see you in the next episode. Ciao!